And with that rockin' tune fresh out of Canada, welcome to everybody to Option Pit. I'm Andrew Giovinazzi, Chief Operating Officer of OptionPit.com, educator du jour, manager of the strategy letter, and other announcements coming too. We are going to be opening a store at Option Pit, an a la carte store that allows clients, new clients, old clients, whatever, whoopsie, just to buy smaller blocks of information. I mean, so we have all kinds of stuff here. We're going to try to organize it a little better. But the idea will be for you want to learn about certain types of things. All this will be available a la carte. Okay. And events. Speaking of a la carte, Mark and I are doing a weekly trading class. It's going to be, we're going to focus on butterflies and time spreads this Saturday. So basically, using weeklies in a way that will get you, well, hopefully, right, trying to use term structure, skew in the weeklies to help you get better results, take less risk. That's the idea. It's the idea of our weekend class. All right, I'll be doing time spreads, and I believe Mark will be doing flies. Okay? Get an idea of how it's going to work. You can see the free video there. On to our week. And what do we got here? Let me pull this up. All righty. What we have is a whole lot of nothing. We have Google earnings coming out tonight. Broadcom earnings, a strategy letter trade we had here. Doing okay. Hopefully, saw the alert this morning to close that position when we had that nice gap up to like 47 bucks. Anyway, but mostly what we have is we've got Google earnings coming out. Google launching their phone service, not moving the needle at all. Right? It's almost like the stock is in hibernation lately. As far as the market goes, what I am seeing anyway, or what looks, I would say, a little bit interesting is the realized vol again is starting to plummet in stocks. We're down here at kind of the low end of the range. Volatility is the low end of the range. There's not a whole lot of market moving news. Right, all of the great news for as far as the monetary stimulus news, it seems like it's losing its effect to some degree. China's up 1%, but those markets are already kind of at near-term highs. The EU's already put their plan out, and then the Greeks, basically, Greece is not coming up with the economic reforms that are necessary instead of just depending on borrowing more money. All of that is, I think, contributing to just the lack of upside, right? There's no real reason for people to be, let's just call it giddy about stocks right now. They're already at all-time highs. So there's not much pressing them up. And I think that's where we find ourselves. So positions that might work, those looking at upside broken wing butterflies. We're going to look at those positions today in the chat. I think there's a little bit of edge to be gained in the vol products right now. Taking a look at those positions. But for the most part, we have a pretty flat market. We see some big earnings coming in the next couple of days. Earnings have been okay so far. Not great. And a lot of the big stories we had, like oil, just looking at that, it's kind of just hanging around. So it feels like just at least for now, a lot of things have sort of found their area. And one of the things is, I don't like selling, quote unquote, being short volatility in a market that's not doing much, meaning, kind of aggressively out there going and selling gamma. You can look at it. Maybe we can look at some time spreads, something like that in our chat. But you have to kind of be careful when things are so complacent. Try to, you know, create controlled positions essentially. So we'll be doing that in the chat, and that'll also be the subject this this weekend in our event. All right. If you're an Option Pit Live member, you get all our Saturday events for free. If you're a Gold member, all our Saturday events for free. So make sure you come and check all of those out. As far as everything else goes, it just looks very much more of the same. Okay, we're getting slight upticks in volatility, but the market doesn't have a lot of, you know, so like time spreads, think more along those types of positions, given the conditions that we have right now. It's just not a time to do anything super big. That's the bottom line. All right, everybody, you all have a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.